Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
1972 Lotus 72D. What up, guys and girls? Another brand new video coming at you today. And we are back for a bit more MRL F1 Classics. We're here for round number 3 here in around Russia. Of course, this is the leagues that I take part in on a Wednesday night. So again, I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to go check out Motorsport Racing League. I'll probably put the table here somewhere, but it probably won't have missed much anyway, considering what happened the last round with it was deemed to be a what's the wording, a non-event pretty much. So yeah, it was pretty unfortunate the way it was, even when we were in a great position as well to get some good points. But anyway, it is what it is. We can't change it, so just got to get on with it and move on. And thankfully, Exodona has been blacklisted, so that's a positive there. But anyway, we've got a history here because this Lotus 72D debuted 1971 in Monaco, and it went right through till 1973 in South Africa. And trust me, I had to go through a bit of the history just to try and find the correct bit of it, because there is a lot of permutations of the 72. There was like the 72C, D, E, you know, all that hoo-ha, whatnot. Captain Farrow's out of this qualifying session, so it had 13 podiums, 8 wins, pretty much all of them with the legend Emerson Fittipaldi, and 3 poles in all that. 2 of them to Emerson Fittipaldi and 1 to Ronnie Peterson. Claimed the drivers with Emerson, of course, and Constructors' Championship in 1972. It had many drivers throughout this whole time as well. It had Emerson, like I mentioned, Emerson Fittipaldi, Ronnie Peterson, Rain Weissel, never heard of, Dave Charlton, and David Walker. And of course, this car had the Ford Cosworth engine, which I must say sounds very cool anyway. But so there you go. There's a little bit of history about this car. So anyway, this is going to be my fastest lap of this session. So got to admit, I did not, again, like pretty much like last week around Hungary, didn't have a lot of practice. I think the only time I practiced was pretty much after the race last week, after the Red Bull RB6 last week anyway. So that was pretty much the only time I had it. But I got to tell you, this car is very loose. I don't know whether I maybe had the wrong setup on, but this car is very loose in the rear, especially going around the fast left-hander there. I mean, you can see now we've already set, what do? We did like a 2-minute 2 the first lap, then we smashed it in the second one on a 2-minute 1, and now we're going very quick at the moment. Not by much. There's a bit of traffic to do with ahead. I can't remember who that was, but again, controversy reigned itself again this week when a few guys were having probably a little bit of a joke around, and unfortunately they got kicked out of this during this session, and yeah, it was a weird one. I'm not going to get involved in that because I did not want to get involved, put it that way. So I wanted just to stay well away from that one altogether. So it is unfortunate the way it panned out, but it is what it is. Got to abide by the rules. So anyway, we're coming around. Where are we? Turn 16. That's Conrad straight ahead of us. Greek's gone quicker. He's gone into the 158s or 59s, one of the two. I couldn't quite get into under the 2-minute bracket anyway. I don't think anyway. It was probably going to be a long shot anyway, but we come across the line now, nearly 2/10 quicker. We cross it, we go P6 with a 2-minute .856 as a Dominator's now out of the session, I believe. So now this pit lane has definitely caused a little bit of controversy, because apparently that sort of counts as a corner cut and you get a dead set penalty, which seems a bit wrong. I think I remember, what was it, one of Tom 97 HD's career mode episodes, he had to take a different route into the pit lane, just avoid that corner altogether, and go come across through turn 18 and cut across straight away into the pit lane, which seemed a bit weird. But anyway, here's a replay on board with Captain Farrow. Now, we did see him retire, and this is how he retired. A big lose in the rear end there, and unfortunately, that's his quality session done, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's got 5 minutes left to go. Obviously, like I mentioned before, probably the last couple of rounds, you can put in a lot of fuel, and these tyres will pretty much last the duration of that stint anyway. But on another run here, at 2 minutes to go, he ran a little bit wide and common invalidated lap time there. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't get another run. But this was supposed to be my final run. I got probably a little bit distracted there and got onto the grass, and yeah, well, the rest is history pretty much. That was pretty much qualifying. So XP now we're up to level 9. Not that really cares much if anyone really wants to care, but Greek Master does get poled of 58.45. V-Fens, this is his first race of the season, at a 58.71, and Death Bro 58.92. The only guys in the 58s, got Neon there and P4 in the 59s, and Dill, myself, Poms, Benny, Kiowas, and Conrad. And there's a few guys down the order like Sato, Chimchar, Captain Farrah, didn't even set a time. So in the end, we did have to do a couple of restarts. One to kick out the guys sort of thing that were causing drama. Then the second restart because the grid was set wrongly. So this is what we missed, what some of the guys missed in that second, you say the second start we were going to do anyway. So that's why a few guys were out of position. I mean, I wasn't too bad. I was by one position, a few guys were out of position. I think Captain Farrah was literally a position ahead of me, and he was supposed to be at the rear. Anyway, so this is what all you guys missed that didn't see this. What occurred during that first start before we had to restart. There goes Penske out of nowhere. Now coming through the fast left-hander here. There's a nice little slide there from Penske. I probably should have avoided this curb as best I could. There's Death Bro, I should say. Now Poms as well. Yeah, and that was pretty much all the action there. So anyway, the proper race, it is a no-stop again. It is another 25% race. Now here we go. Round number 3 of MRL F1 Classics. 5 red lights. Let's do it. And I absolutely had a shocking start that missed the start by a long way when I used the gear stick. As Penske is actually spun on the front straight. He didn't even last, 100, 200 metres at best. That's an absolute shocking start for this one. But now going into turn 2. Can we get through cleanly? There's a little bit of contact with Benny. Lose a spot to Chimchar. And so we got Kaiwas on our left-hand side here. But for this race, obviously, with this older model car, it did use the gear stick back in the day. So I thought it'd be fitting to use the gear stick. And I think possibly Chimchar used the gear stick as well. I can't remember from memory. But anyway, so far so good. Clean through first couple of sectors. Got Dill right behind. Got Chimchar ahead. Dill looking up the inside here. Someone's gone very wide there. Death Bro's had a shocking run out of that corner. We may have had a little bit of contact. There's Dill going up the inside. I had to leave him a bit of space there. Yeah, just managed to survive all of that. And well, that was a dead set corner cut there. I'll admit that one. But was a little bit of drama behind. There was yellow flags, and I think I was in the same party as Death Bro at the time. I think he got caught up with someone. I can't remember who it was, but. A bit further on, there's a bit more chaos going on here. Chimchar, who else we got? Greek Masters had a terrible start. Where the hell is he going? He's using every bit of extension road there. Think about going up the inside here. There's Benny in there as well. I can't think who the guy in front is at the moment. I'm not really sure, but they go for a massive dive bomb, and I'm absolutely mucking up big time here. Thankfully, Greek straightened me up there, but yeah, that was dead set my fault there. So apologies to Benny for that one. If you're watching this video, that was dead set my fault there. That I lost a couple of spots and I'm back down to P8. So I mean, yeah, I didn't really want to cop a penalty, so that's why I let Benny go through in the end. So now I've just got to get back into the racing groove here and see what we can achieve here. So. Considering we had a decent result last week, just missing out on the podium, as Conrad had outbroke himself there by the looks of things, and sort of helped a little bit there as now right behind Dill, who's gone very wide there, and he actually collects the wall. Somehow I managed to avoid all of that. I seriously don't know how, but that was all very weird there. I honestly do not know what the hell happened to Dill, but Penske's now out of the race. So terrible start, terrible race for him. He's not really been having much luck in this series. I'll get the words out in a minute. In this league, considering what happened to him last week when he retired, obviously, and then obviously talking about Benny as well. But up right behind the Captain Farah, he's had a little bit of a terrible run through this fast left-hander here. Trying to go for a switchback move here, get on the power. Lovely work there. Can we go up the inside here? We are on the dirty line. Going into turn, I assume this is turn 6, I hope. We'll give it a little bit of contact there and actually lose all my momentum there. Actually go into the wall then, which didn't really help my call. So Captain's now taking the spot back. So now
okay, keep on him. He might make a mistake.
That was pretty much the next goal. And literally right at that moment, he runs a little bit wide and has a big oversteer moment there. And the last thing I wanted to do was collide because we are good mates. So that was the last thing I wanted to do. But anyway, continuing on, as my first 3-second time penalty. So not off to a great start, but now trying to still put pressure here on Captain. But was pretty much following him at the moment. Got Fens now sitting fast up the race.
Been awarded a time penalty for that.
But here's the replay on board with Captain Farah. This might explain what happened to Penske. So he gets around Kiowa's, but it gets tagged there from Chimchar, I believe. I think Conrad possibly got caught up in that as well. So that would explain a lot what actually happened. And, big oversteer moment there for Captain. Manages to somehow get through that corner. This may explain what happened in front. There's a little bit of contact there, with Kiowa's Death Bro, and I think Dill possibly got caught up in that as well. Now he's going, and the outside goes Conrad straight. What a move that was for legendary Steve Bingham. But get a bit further on, he actually makes a mistake. We put the mocker on him a little bit, and it goes around the outside. Does Captain, does he hold it? He's still got it in there, does Conrad, and they're going to do it the long way. Might actually do it here if he can get it. Good run through here. Yes, he does. So now Captain was Captain up into P7.
Need it. Mix 3.
But back to us, battling here on lap 4. Now got a good run here down the front straight here. I was running pretty low wings as well, as I did not know what the setup was for these sort of cars. In real life cars, you probably run a little bit of a lowish setup for those long straights, but again, slicing him up through this long left-hander here. It's a little moment again through that left-hander, but trying to do a little bit of a switchback here, which obviously didn't work. But now Conrad really came out of nowhere and now has taken the spot. So I was just perplexed about it and know where the hell Conrad came from, but he's up in P7. I've dropped back to P8. So now going to continue on all that work again. We've got Captain Farah's footage on the top left as he has a little moment to the right-hander. Fens now goes into the 59s, but has a terrible run through 16 and 17. And that's easy spot for Conrad. Again, did think about going up the inside, but I didn't want to do anything silly after what happened earlier on that one. Getting rear Taylor that car again, but sizing up on the move again. But yeah, continuing on lap 5 as Conrad makes goes literally wide at 6. As a Captain, have a look here up the inside. Yes, he will. Sends it. It's just enough room, but he runs wide as Captain. We're going to have to go right around the outside here. It's not really worked out. He does pretty good with the defending, I've got to admit. But a big oversteer moment. I could have had a good run there, but that really ruined my momentum.
The gap behind us is
Captain again around the outside of Conrad. I think he's got the move done here, actually. Does he? Yes, he does. The footage may be a little bit out of sync, I get that. But yeah, Captain now gets the move on Conrad. Now, next up is us. Can we size up a move here at the final couple of corners? Think about it. Not quite close enough here. It should not be too long, I would think, before we get Conrod. So we get a good run here on the front straight, which we do. Actually pull up alongside him here. Use rich mix everything we can. Try and get a good run here. Go side by side. And actually, Dill's actually left the session. I think he had internet issues, so it's really unfortunate for one of the fellow Kiwis. But going up the inside here, and I absolutely corner cut that corner there. So I thought it'd be good to be let Conrad go back through again. Now, pretty much going to maybe size up and move. No, into turn 5, not really, but yeah, further on up the road. So a much better run here into turn 11. Trying to get a good drive out of his corner. Which wasn't too bad. Now we can get into his slipstream here. Let's see if we can get a move done here. Oh, something's happened to Captain Farrell. Wow, that was so close. He's out of the race.
Gap to the car in front is 9.
Wow-wee.
0
That
seconds.
was so close to taking out Conrad with him. That would have been a bit awkward. Now it's brought Kai was into this battle, so now we've got a good run here, and the virtual safety car has been deployed.
Is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
I was planning on getting past Conrad at that stage, but now I had to back out of it because of that. So yeah, here's a replay on board with Captain Farrah. Gets sort of caught up on the right wall there. Nothing he can do. Then it just swings to the left, and well, yeah, he's just a passenger, really, isn't he? That's a really unfortunate way to end his race. So now getting back to the virtual safety car, it was very close to nearly passing a Conrad there, but look at who comes through out of nowhere. That's Iowas. And gets the spot. Oh, he goes very deep there.
Okay,
Get
focus.
around him.
We need to
Probably
stay
shouldn't have gone back into first gear there to try and get a bit more drive, but now we're going to go side by side through this fast left-hander here who wants to be real ballsy and hang on to this spot. I do for now. I am on the compromise line, of course, but yeah, that doesn't really help with the amount of oversteer I get, and Kaiwas gets the move done, so very nice move. So he gets up into P7. I can drop back to P8, and Dill's obviously, well, his AI car is, I think, still being driven around, so up the road, Kaiwas. There's a little moment there, as I have another little moment as well. I feel I wasn't too far away, maybe getting another move back here on Kaiwas. Let's see what we can do here. Conrad's just starting to pull away a little bit. We are losing touch to the other guys further on. That was probably not going to happen. I had to just pull out of that a little bit, so did not want to collide with Kaiwas, but takes that corner fairly good there, and yeah, just manages to hang on for now, but this battle was not over yet for sure. We're going to lap 8. Now we've got a good run here, going to the slipstream, down to the turn, not turn 1, turn 2 we go. What do you want to call that bit, turn 1? I don't know, but we just had to slot all the way back to first gear, and again, that doesn't help with another 3-second time penalty, but
time at the end of the race.
yeah, it's now 6 seconds worth, so anyway, getting the move done on Kaiwas. Have a little bit of oversteer moment, a couple of times actually. Thought I had the move done, but no, not really. And well, Kaiwas has got the spot back easy, so going to have to do all that hard work again. As we now cut onto the back straight now. Got a much better run here on Kaiwas. Using every single bit of slipstream we can. Now we have a much better run, obviously going past around the outside here. How late do we break going into here? Give each other a bit of space. Have to cut the corner there, obviously. Right around the outside, he's still there. A little bit sideways, which doesn't really help my cause. I'm doing a Greek, what Greek did on lap 1, I think, from memory, but Kai still hangs on, so this was pretty good battling all around. The 7th, 8th, and 9th, and Conrad's now starting to pull away a little bit. And now back on to Kaiwas. A terrible run through the fast left-hander. I pretty much slotted up straight into 5th gear because I didn't want the oversteer. Now can we see we can slow it down a little bit. Avoid the
Good
crisscross.
job. Nice
No,
overtake.
Kaiwas does a much better run, actually. And he gets the spot back. So it's toing and throwing at the moment of who really wants P8 and P7. But Kaiwas hangs on for now. But this battle was definitely not over yet as he runs just a little bit wide. That gave me a bit of momentum here. Can we do anything through here? No, not really. Kaiwas runs a little bit wide again, but probably is a little oversteer moment. Have to go around the outside. That's not going to be easy to do. Kaiwas still has pretty good drive out of that Lotus, so yeah, can't really do much unfortunately. So we'll have to wait till like the next lap, I think. We go to lap 10 again through this fast left-hander we go. Now trying to do what Kaiwas did to us, trying to size up the move. We'll cover the inside line. We'll try to do the crisscross, but he's onto it, which is very good from Kaiwas. So have to do it around the long way, and well, that was a pretty easy move actually. I don't know whether it was a shove or not, but there we go. Back up into P7. Yes, we are now. So finally, we cleared Kaiwas. Now goes try and start pulling away because, again, 6 seconds worth of penalties probably doesn't help my cause. So I'm not sure exactly how many penalties these guys had. So have to really push on and now make that 9 seconds because I cut the corner again. Quite easy to cut around Russia anyway, but yeah, cut to end of lap 12 on nearly the final lap. It took us that long to finally catch up to Conrad, who runs very wide in the final corner. Should get the run here.
This is your final lap.
Conrad's going to cover here. We've got to get into a slipstream here. Let's see, we can probably have to go around the outside here. Can we hold it? Conrad's doing all right at the moment, I'm going to admit. Around the outside. Slot back in the first gear there, which again probably didn't help my drive out of the corner, but yeah, just to hang on with Conrad going right around the outside here, take the most inner line you can, and still hanging on, trying to get a good drive out of this corner, which we do. We had to use the extension curve a little bit, but now get the move done. Can we? Runs a little bit wide. Does Conrad? Get it done now. Yes, just. So now we're up in the P6. But again, however many penalties these guys have, I don't know. Thank you, Jeff, as always. So I just had to pretty much pray and hope that these guys had some sort of penalties going their way. But yeah, again, that didn't really help. That probably maybe hurt me a little bit as well with 12 seconds worth of penalties, but we do cross the line 6, but we do drop all the way down to P8. So, well, it was good battling those guys anyway. But there's V Fens actually wins the race. His character is Brendan Lee, so don't be alarmed. But yeah, it was him, Greek Master and Neon Tridome, I think, from memory, who grabbed all the podium. So we'll get a bit more XP. We'll probably get to about level 10, which we do. So not a bad job all around. But anyway, there's the results. Fens, Greek, and Neon. Chimchar finished in 4th. We've got Benny in 5th. Kaiwas, Conrad. I think Conrad maybe had a few penalties. Kaiwas didn't. That really didn't help me. Dill, and then, well, sort of Dill, you can classify him as not. Captain, DNF, Penske, DNF, Deathbro, DNF. So anyway, I'll probably will put the driver standings up on somewhere over here, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I think Greek may have extended his championship lead. But obviously after that round, I think a few guys were blacklisted from this Classics League, which is, yeah, a bit unfortunate. But anyway, if you did enjoy it, be sure to give it a big smash on that like button. You can leave your comments down below as always. Subscribe to my channel for plenty more MRL F1 Classics on F1 2018, plus plenty more video gaming content as well. All my social media links will be down in the description. I'll leave a link as well to the live stream from Mitchy950 and the MRL website probably. But for the moment, guys and girls, until where do we go next? I can't remember off the top of my head. Just give me a second. I'll bring up the calendar here. We go to the Japanese Grand Prix in the 1988 McLaren MP4-4. So till then, it is goodbye, and I'll see you all next time.